In this video, we're gonna talk about whether or not you should get the brand new evolved baby dragon. On a scale from 1 to 10, we're going to rank its strength, versatility, and value, and then we're also going to rank it on a tier list with every other evolution. So first of all, let's talk about what it actually does. Its default stats are the exact same to the normal baby dragon. However, it is the ability to speed up allies and slow down enemies. You will see that the baby dragon summons this box, and when the knight is inside that box and the baby dragon is attacking, the knight will be slowed 30%. Then on the flip side, while the evolved baby dragon is attacking and I play a hog rider in that area, the hog rider speeds up a lot. It's looking like Sonic out there. Shout out Abdude. But overall, is this actually good? Let's talk about it. So let's go ahead and start out by talking about strength. Overall, I would have to give this strength ability a 7 out of 10. It is definitely something that gives the baby dragon some extra power, but it also isn't totally broken. When we look at the evolved lumberjack when it was released, that is a 10 out of 10 in terms of strength. The evolved furnace recently is also a 10 out of 10 in terms of strength. The baby dragon is not nearly at that level of being broken. The ability to slow down enemy troops will always be good. When we look at a card like the Ice Wizard, it pretty much always has some sort of relevance because it can slow down troops. And then for speeding up your own troops as well, that is something that is really cool and can benefit you on offense to a great deal. If you're in a pinch and need to get some damage very quickly, the baby dragon can aid your win condition and getting to the tower much faster. The value of the evolved baby dragon comes in its support ability. The evolution doesn't necessarily make the baby dragon itself stronger, but the baby dragon when evolved will benefit the cards around it. So that's why the strength rating is at a 7 out of 10 and not higher. However, because of that unique support ability, I am going to give the evolved baby dragon a versatility rating of 9 out of 10. When playing the evolved baby dragon next to any troop or defending against any troop, it will provide you value every single time. And that is huge. There are some evolutions in this game that may not provide you value every single time that you play them. When looking at the evolved firecracker, for example. Yes, the evolved firecracker is great. However, so many people in this game run arrows. And when you play arrows in the evolved firecracker, before it can get a shot off, it provides basically no value to you. The baby dragon is a tanky enough card to the point where it can survive pretty much any spell in the game except for rocket. But let's be real, who's actually gonna rocket a baby dragon? So as long as you play your evolved baby dragon in a smart manner and don't give your opponent an opportunity to easily take it out, this card will always have some benefit to your other cards on the map. This is honestly a very unique concept for evolution. It allows the baby dragon to do much more than it was able to do in the past, and that definitely makes it a more versatile card in that regard. So with all of that being the case, I think a 9 out of 10 versatility rating is very fitting. However, when we talk about value for the evolved baby dragon, I'm going to have to give it a 4.5 out of 10. Now, when I'm talking about value for the evolved baby dragon, I'm talking about investing your shards or investing $12 into the pass. This has nothing to necessarily do with the card's abilities itself. And the reason it's so low on the value scale compared to the others is because the evolved baby dragon is not widely used in a lot of decks. As you can see right here, I have the evolved baby dragon in a lava hound deck that is also with the evolved inferno dragon. And yeah, baby dragon works great in lava hound decks. That's obvious. Another place where the baby dragon is a very good card is in Classic Splash Yard. Classic Splash Yard has been a very relevant deck for an incredibly long time, and Baby Dragon is one of the core staples of this deck, especially when paired with the Ice Wizard and the Tornado. It's a really great defensive trio. There are also some balloon decks out there where the Baby Dragon is frequently used, with those decks mainly being some variety of Lumberloon Freeze. There are also some decks like Golem Beatdown and Elixir Golem decks that use the Baby Dragon in them, but most of these decks are very niche and not many people are playing them. And in general, these other variations of decks that feature Baby Dragon are relatively niche. Lava Hound is a pretty niche archetype, you don't see it too often. Splash Yard is definitely the most popular of these decks out here. And then Lumberloon Freeze, again, relatively niche. So in these different use cases, the evolved Baby Dragon will be a good card to put in these decks. even over some other evolutions. I would consider the Evolved Baby Dragon over the Evolved Diddy Cage. I would consider using it over the Evolved Barbarians in Lava Hound. I genuinely would. But again, these are kind of the only places where I see the Evolved Baby Dragon really being competitively viable. And again, within that realm, a lot of these decks are not top meta decks that are going to guarantee you to get to Ultimate Champion. And now, let's go ahead and rank the Evolved Baby Dragon on a tier list. Ultimately, given everything I've talked about, I think the Evolved Baby Dragon is in the B tier. Once again, it's a pretty strong evolution that has a lot of versatility. However, it just won't be used in a lot of decks because that is the current state of the Baby Dragon in Clash Royale right now. So with a strength rating of 7 out of 10, a versatility rating of 9 out of 10, and a value rating of 4.5 out of 10, should you get the Evolved Baby Dragon? My verdict is that you should get it if you play one of these archetypes. If you like playing Lava Hound, if you like playing Splash Heart, if you like playing Lumberloon Freeze, if you like playing Golem or Elixir Golem. In these use cases, the Evolved Baby Dragon will absolutely have some uses for you. However, if you do not play any decks like this or are not good at any decks like this, then I would refrain from buying this evolution. I hope you all enjoyed this evaluation of the Evolved Baby Dragon. Be sure to watch this video on screen right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy it just as much as this one. I'll see you all in the next video.